Hi there, good evening. We are going to continue on with our next chapter. Bonfire night. The late autumn sky was a cauldron of swirling gray. There was a smell of ash and mischief in the air. Dead leaves danced across the street like brittle phantoms, and everywhere Nan went, she heard the whispering words, "Remember, remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot." "What did you say?" Charlie asked, rolling closer. Nan must have been muttering the song under her breath. "It's an old rhyme to remember bonfire night," she said. "That's the name of a holiday." "A holiday?" Charlie said. "Holidays are special times when folks dance and sing and play games and eat big meals." "Oh, yes," Charlie said. "We do a lot of holidays." Nan pulled on her coat and grabbed the torn bed curtain she had been using as a muffler. "A long time ago, there was a guy named Fox, and he tried to blow up the king with gunpowder, but they caught him. And now folks celebrate every year by setting off fireworks." Charlie's eyes widened. "I do like fire." "I know you do." Nan tied the curtain around her neck. "And fireworks are even better." Nan wanted to take Charlie out for bonfire night, but she needed a way to transport him. In recent weeks, he had grown too large to go climbing with her. He was nearly the size of a winter squash now, and heavy. Nan led him down the hallway. "I thought you could ride in this." She brought out the old perambulator that she had found in a closet. It was frilly and powder blue and felt out of place in the home of a seafaring bachelor. It hinted at some mystery in the captain's life that Nan could not quite piece together. "This is a pram," Nan said. "Nannies use them to take babies out of doors." Charlie looked at the perambulator. Charlie looked out. Start again. Charlie looked up at the perambulator. "For babies?" He pushed his head against the back wheel. It squeaked. "I do not think I want to be in that." "I can't have you just tumbling down the street by yourself." She patted the handle. "You'll love it in here." Charlie scooted back. "I am not a baby." Nan rolled her eyes. "You're certainly acting like one. Get in." It turned out that pushing the pram over granite sets was much harder than Nan had anticipated. The nannies made it look so easy. It probably didn't help that Nan's pram had 3 bent wheels, and that Charlie was a lot heavier than a baby. "Is walking always this bumpy?" Charlie said. "Keep your voice down," Nan grunted, forcing one of the back wheels out of a rut. "We don't want anyone noticing you." Not that folks were noticing much of anything. The city was alive with bonfire night preparations. There were apple sellers and turnip lanterns and soul cakes everywhere. A pack of children ran past Nan and Charlie. They had a sort of scarecrow on their shoulders made from rags and straw. It had a long mustache and large nose and a barrister's wig. The scarecrow was a bonfire night tradition. Children collected donations from adults to pay for the evening's celebration. "Who is that man they're carrying?" Charlie asked. "I hope he does not fall." "That's the Guy Fawkes. It's a doll. They made it to look like the man who tried to blow up the king. Tonight they'll set him on fire." "Oh, yes," Charlie said. "Like Roger set you on fire?" "Penny for the guy, Mum," one of the boys said, holding out a cup. He must have thought Nan was older on account of the pram. That or the fact that Nan had started taking regular baths. Nan gave the boy a penny. Ordinarily, she would never have wasted money like that, but she was feeling magnanimous. However little she had, these children had less. Nan continued down Marylebone Street toward Portman Market. She glimpsed the top of Miss Mayhew's seminary, white smoke serenely rising from the stacks. Nan wondered about the teacher, Miss Bloom. She wondered if she would be out celebrating bonfire night, too. The market was teeming with every sort of person selling every sort of thing you could imagine. Hay and onions and squashes and cut poppies and tin kettles and coffee and rags and fireworks and masks. "That's what we've come for," Nan said, "masks." She pulled the shade over the pram, keeping Charlie hidden from view, and perused the stalls. She found a burly man selling paper masks with long mustaches. guy masks, 2 for a penny. Nan paid the man and took 2 masks, one for her and one for Charlie. She pushed the pram over to an old woman selling fireworks out of an open crate. Bangers, Roman candles, Catherine wheels, red sizzlers, she crowed. What's bonfire night without a little pop and shimmer? Shipped directly to you from the Far East. Nan pointed to the side of a crate. It says Dover. Well, that's east, isn't it? The woman showed a toothless smile. Don't worry where they come from, lovey. Think how a little set of sparklers will bring joy to your wee baby's shining eyes. Nan dug into her pocket. She had enough money to buy 1 firecracker. She let go of the pram and inspected the wares, dozens of poppers and rockets and fountains neatly resting in a bed of straw. She breathed in the flinty smell of gunpowder. Behind her, the shouts of the market filled the air to create a sort of song. Oranges, sweet oranges. Oi, you touch it, you buy it. Rabbits, Hampshire rabbits, 2pence and not a farthing more. Coo, what a sweet little baby. The last voice Nan recognized. It was the fireworks seller. And she was talking to Charlie. Wait. Nan spun around to see the woman reaching into the pram. Don't touch. Ah! The woman cut her off with a piercing shriek. She was pointing at the pram, hands shaking, eyes wide. Monster! But now others in the market had taken notice and were crowding around the pram. Someone prodded one of the wheels with a broom handle, and the pram fell over with a crash. Charlie rolled out onto the street, and everyone screamed. Hello, he said, righting himself. I am Charlie. There were new cries as more people leaped back in fear. One man fainted right on the spot. A few others held brooms and ladles out like weapons. It's hideous! Don't touch it! Someone fetch the police! Charlie, Nan shouted, trying to push through the crowd, and then, leave him alone! A burly fishmonger grabbed her by the arm. Careful, girl, there's a monster on the loose. He thought he was protecting her. Nan fought against his grip. She caught a glimpse of Charlie in the middle of the street. He was staring at the angry faces, shifting one way and then another, his eyes wide with terror. Nervous trails of smoke were wafting from his body. It's burning like brimstone. It's a demon. Someone fetch the priest. A farmer took a swipe at him with a baling fork. Charlie rolled back, crying out in fear. Nan, he called. White smoke billowing from his head, bits of loose straw crackled and burned beneath him. Nan, why are these people trying to hurt me? He bumped against one of the crates marked Dover, and Nan caught the sweet aroma of burning wood. You're scaring him, she shouted, finally breaking free from the fishmonger's grip. She sprinted toward Charlie. Get back before he pop, pop, pop. The entire crate of fireworks went off. Red, yellow, silver, and blue sparks sprayed across the market, landing on stalls and carts. Horses reared and stampeded. Men and women staggered back blindly through the sulphurous smoke, screaming for help. Nan dove behind a barrel of herrings and covered her ears from the explosions as more and more fireworks went off. At last, the explosion stopped. People were yelling and sobbing along the street. Police whistles sounded in the distance. Nan knew she needed to get Charlie out of there before he caught fire. She stifled a cough and pulled her muffler back over her mouth. The air was so thick she could scarcely see her own feet. Charlie? Her throat burned from smoke. I'm coming. Nan crawled toward what remained of the fireworks stall. By now the smoke had dissipated, revealing a husk of charred splinters. Scorch marks ran along the granite setts. Charlie, she shouted, throwing aside chunks of smoldering wreckage, but Charlie was gone. We will stop there for tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much.